Hello everybody, welcome back to another arcade conversion I'm doing right now. So as I told in the previous video, after the Toka Championship I started converting this Virtua racing. What have we done for the moment? So I tested the equipment that was inside. Part was faulty, part was good. So the good parts I will sell. In here I needed to force the locks because I didn't have any key. So what I eventually did is there is one communication cable, like a previous one, to command the feedback board. There's this one, a HDMI cable and a power supply cable that I branched on the rear side of the 110 volt transformer. This is the only thing you need in this cabinet that you need to leave in place. That's the amplifier. If it's faulty, you can change it out by another one. So there's also the power supply plug that's there, and that's the inputs, and that's the volume knob adjustment that's in the box. I leave that in place because I'm going to reuse the kinch connectors, and on my new boards there will be an audio loop also integrated, where you can jack two kinch cables in and the stereo out towards your sound card of your computer. So I will close this up so nothing can fall into it, like that. Hopefully it stays a bit stable. So what we eventually did is we removed all the old processors. That was in here there was the CPU board, graphic board and ROM board. So it's two stacks, one for each side. All the connectors are left in the cabinet like original. That one I need to convert. I must still convert it, but I don't have a spare monitor left. We will talk about that later on. So it's just power supply, a wireless keyboard dongle, Wi-Fi dongle that I put in just to copy stuff around for the moment. When the two PCs are done, they will be hooked by an internal patch cable one to another, so they can play linked games also. Yeah, this I left, I don't need it eventually. And in here there was the Sega, also kind of sound processor, one for each side. And here there was the interface board, so all the controls come into this big interface board, and one for each side in fact, but it's one cabinet. And then it was deviated, this power supply, the like the other one is kind of communication system between all the boards, but we don't need it. Yeah, the graphics were there, but we don't need that neither. So the only thing we needed are those two big plugs. So one is for all the controls, and the controls are there in fact, I believe. Yes, the potentiometers are there, and this is all ground and positive wires and all the buttons to push. So that's the cabinet explained for now. As you can see, the light also is flashing of the start button, and once in game or when it's in demo mode, these will light up to simulate the view buttons. I've also tested that this one works. It also works, I can command it when I send the serial command manually. The light goes on for 5 seconds for test purpose, and then it will go in its initial default state. Also the coin counter counts up. In this cabinet it works. In the other I haven't tested it, but if I send a serial command, the coin counter will count one up. The coin door itself and the contacts I need to clean it because it's all locking up. Or grease it. It's in fact it's a Chinese it's a Chinese cabinet. Yeah, completely Chinese cabinet. So when it will show the VR in the moment for the buttons to lit up. Or we start the game, we can do that also. Step on gas pedal. The blue light is blinking. The red light is blinking. Faulty contacts. It was working before. It's not changing view, so these two don't arrive yet. Apparently, it was working. Why is it not working now? Only 2 view buttons. Perhaps the other 2 I didn't program yet. Could be because it's the config file of that cabinet. Yeah, that's the problem. It's a config file I use for from Toka Racing. It also only has 2 views. Well, we can adapt it quickly. Input machine. Yeah, like that. VR button 3 and 4 are not configured. Right, let's do it. VR button 3. VR button 4. And now it should work. Well, now it works. Yay, green button. So for each cabinet, it's a different setup. But once it's done, it's good for. It stays in there. It's not like the machine will be swapped out to another system. So this side's okay. Same way to back up to quit the menu to the menu. In fact, you just hold these 2. Well, that's another kind of force feedback system in this cabinet, but it also works. Let's start virtual racing again, just to show. Come on, boot up. Step on gas. I need to move my keyboard. Like that. So when I go into the wall or the grass, perhaps, it shoots around. It's a quite loud system. So, quit or not quit, it's all the same. Good. Yeah, great, thank you. So on the other side, there is a different kind of force feedback board. How can I show it to you? I have to pull this out a bit to check it. Is this one? No, this one has no 110 volts connected for the moment. I will pull it out. I'll leave it like this. So it's in fact the other board I've created for the force feedback system. So in fact there are two solenoids that command the left-right 110 volts system, and then there's one transistor over here, and the feedback LED. So that's the feedback LED that the board receives power, the little one, and the big one is in fact the output that is set for the force. So there's a magnet inside these cabinets. The magnet pulls a pulley with it when the motor turns, so and that you can see there. So when the pulley is activated, the light will go a little bit stronger. So like that I could see what was happening when I created it and adapted the software. There is also you can also connect a potentiometer if you don't want the software to change stuff. You just switch out one resistor, you leave one resistor out, you put the potentiometer in it, and you can set the force manually. So it's always the same kind of strength on the wheel. Same kind of strength on the wheel when playing games. So the only thing left is I have to create the brackets. I told that in another video, so I can mount back the corner, the iron corner. I have to create that myself too, and then I have to check, because this is a different size. It's in fact 60 centimeters, give or take, both sides, but it will be a 78. 78, what do I say? 28 inch is too big, I think, and 27 inch does not exist. So I have to figure it out. Perhaps I will trim a piece of wood out of it with my tools, so the monitor can go in the wood a little bit. The sides of a monitor can go in. That I don't need. What's for the strength of the cabinet, I will leave it in place. And then I have to create a glass and a wooden frame wall, so to cover all the the parts that we don't like to see when we're sitting here. But yeah, I didn't know it's lighting. It's lit up also, so it's all working. Who hadn't known that? So it's all quite. It was partly good inside. No rats, no mouse, no shit. This was one of the cleanest cabinets I've got so far. All the other one had mice inside. Yeah, for now that's it. Yep, I will post my progress when I've changed out the monitor. And I figured out how to adapt the monitor inside, so the screen goes as big as possible. I believe this one is a 25 inch monitor. I believe, yeah, I thought it was 25 inch. I will quickly take a look. It was this one. It's a 25 inch. That was a 25 inch monitor. It's too small. It's not big enough, and that one does not fit. So yeah, for a moment we can play games on a virtual racing. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to my channel.